Hello, this is Bill with Advice PC Group, and I'm here to do another video in regards to some of the malicious emails that have been coming out, as well as how good they have become. So in here I have a few more emails. Now just to kind of recap from the other one, there's some very similar things. This one here of course says that you've been nominated for some special thing, but when you come all the way down to the bottom, it says if you'd rather not receive these emails, please click here, which is an unsubscribe. And of course, an unsubscribe means that it's marketing material. Now here's one that's actually kind of difficult to really understand. It has an attachment. You may not know what a PDF is, but it is a file format. It in itself is not malicious. But when we go in and we open up this particular item, it shows me a thing that says plenty of fish. It's a game type of thing. And it says that your account is inactive. Of course, if you do not have an account with plenty of fish, you can easily go, this is garbage, and don't pay it any attention. However, now if I click on this link, okay, now I have a security warning that says that this is a possible problem. Now, of course, I want to preface this by saying what you're looking at is a virtual machine. It's not a full build. It's already been backed up. And if I had to blow it out and rebuild it, it's no big deal. I do not recommend anybody else clicks on the allow, but I am going to on this particular case. So when I click on allow, it'll go through a process. And to be honest, I have not done this yet, so I don't know what it's going to do. But you can actually see up here at the top, it says it's Disability Pride, and it is from the United Kingdom. Now, of course, the requested website is what this is actually saying, is not available, which means that it's already been found out, and it's already been taken down. Okay, now whether the individual did it or the government had done it, I cannot tell you. So this could have actually infected the machine. Okay, so anytime you see those pop-ups, you definitely want to be careful, okay, with that. Now, of course, for all you cat lovers, I just had to put this one in here. Again, you know, there's lots of things you can see here, but at the very bottom, it is an advertisement. Now these little boxes here that have the red X in them, this just means that there is a picture that is there that's not being displayed. Now, of course, it is a link as well. So I could, if I wanted to, download pictures. I right click on the actual box and hit download pictures, and I'll see if they'll actually download, and they do. So now, but there's a link behind them, and I'm going to click on the link. Again, I do not recommend everybody else doing it, but I just want to show you what type of things that may come up. Again, this one may not be a fully malicious attack on you, but it is definitely advertising. I'm going to give it here just about 30 seconds to come up, and we'll see. Yeah, so it is an advertisement. Does go to a YouTube, you know, it is about cats, so it's probably just a nuisance. Okay, now this particular look that I'm showing you now is a common look for just about anything that is spam or unwanted emails. So in here, of course, you know, there isn't really too much, to see, but it is a bunch of links, and you don't really want to click on it. Now here's one that I just had to go ahead and show. Now, honestly, I have a Verizon service, and my bill isn't quite that much, but if I was behind, of course, it would say, hey, I have to pay this ASAP. Now, it says at the top here, amount due $414.37, so you can almost think that it's double the payment requirement. Now, when I hover over down here, under this link, it does say it's going to verizonwireless.com. But when you go over this one, okay, that says view and pay your bill, this does not go to Verizon. And this thing is malicious. Again, I'm going to click on it, but just understand, you really should not be clicking on these type of links. I'm going to give it here just a few seconds. We're going to see what comes up. And again, this is live. I have never clicked on these before today. And I just want to note that we do have ESET on this virtual machine. Saying it's taking too long. And it says that it timed out. So maybe this one is down too. I'm going to try to refresh it and see if it'll come up. I'm thinking it's not. So anyways, when I first was playing with this one, honestly, it's either this one or the next one that I was playing with, and it came up and ESET actually blocked it. So in here, okay, this is actually an online security warning. It says to prevent your service termination, Wells Fargo. But when you come up here at the top, you can look at that email address, info@vnn.vn. That's not a Wells Fargo email address. So that is a dead giveaway that this is probably going to be malicious. But I'm going to go ahead and click on this one, and I'm just going to see what actually comes up. Oh, so this is ESET, and I wanted to go ahead and show this. It tells me that ESET has stopped it. It says that it's potentially phishing attempt, which means it's trying to get information. And it tells you down here at the bottom that the address has been blocked. So ESET is doing its job, and the machine would not get infected if you had ESET. So I'm going to go ahead and close that window. Again, there's not a lot here. That's really kind of a dead giveaway that it's probably a malicious email. Wells Fargo or any financial institution will not send you an email with a link. They will tell you to go log into your website, or I'm sorry, go log into their website or call them. And here's another one. I'm wanting to hit some things that you might be getting that maybe you have these companies as a something you purchase from them. In this case, USAA, talking about renewing. And it's saying that, hey, you need to go ahead and do this. Again, I just want to point out at the top, it says USAA, but in the actual greater than, less than brackets, it does say it's from the UK. So it is not in the United States. And insurance cannot be sold from the UK to the United States directly. It has to go through a broker here locally. So again, a dead giveaway that that's incorrect. But now I'm going to go ahead and click on this. But before I do, you can see where it's going to hraj-cars.com. So this is probably just an advertisement that they're hijacking the USAA name to go ahead and get you comfortable with clicking on links. So I've clicked on the link, and this particular one, now this gives me more information than the other messages. But it is telling me that that server or that website is not found. It tells me it's running on a Unix system with OpenSSL, which is all open source. So pretty evident that this is not USAA. And here's another one, AIG Direct. Now, if you look at the email address, not to beat a dead horse here, but sodacandy.info is probably not going to be an AIG company. And so there's also an unsubscribe button down here. And then, of course, you can check out the actual life insurance. I've never clicked on this particular one. And it's saying it cannot be found. So again, it's probably been taken down. And it is a malicious or spam type of email. So again, here's another one. Again, you can see that the email address itself is not one that you would expect. And so that's the breakdown of some of the malicious emails that I have received over the last few days. or about the last 2 weeks. Now I do want to show you ESET real quick while I'm in here. Now this is the internet security. Now if I go into tools and I go into more tools, you'll see a quarantine. I don't know if it actually will have anything in there at this point. It doesn't, but it does have in the log files that there was a detected threat, and this will give you all of the information. Now of course it says it has multiple threats in this, and it was an email message. This is not one of them I clicked on. This is one that came in on this virtual machine, and so ESET actually deleted it before that it could ever infect my machine. Again, it's at the top there. You can see where it says contact USPS for your international certified bank draft. So again, they're trying to get attention. Filtered websites. These are those 2 websites, okay, that were blacklisted. And that is, again, that's something that ESET has. They have a blacklist and they know what's bad and what's good. And so this one was already on the blacklist. So of course it was blocked. I don't know if there's anything in there. There's not. Block files, and there's no block files. So just in the very short period of time that I've had ESET up and running on this virtual machine and had email on it, you can see that it's done its job. Now the other thing I want to go ahead and mention is that if you're using Outlook like I am showing on the screen, you actually have all of the ESET protection built right into it. Now if you're running with a webmail, so in other words you go to Comcast.com to get your email, then of course ESET would protect you because it's going to be incoming traffic, and ESET does filter that. ESET does not integrate into the other clients at this time, but it is still going to protect you from incoming files and malicious attacks. It's just that if you click on something in an email that is not in Outlook, ESET is not going to be able to protect you as well. So that's going to conclude this particular video. Again, I thank you very much for watching. Please go ahead and share. And oh, I'm sorry, I have one more thing I want to show. Here is an actual link that I have actually pulled from a customer computer. And this actually, we're not sure where it exactly originated from, but we do know, sorry about that, we do know that it was in a browser and it was in the browsing history. Now many people have had pop-ups that have a phone number and that they are being told to call the number, and then they want to remote into the machine. Once they remote into your machine, they can do damage. This particular link here in itself is not dangerous. So I'm going to execute it, and I want you to see. Cannot locate internet server. Interesting. So let me go ahead and see if I can get it to come up this way. It's interesting because I did pull this from a machine. Index PHP. I don't know exactly how far that's going to go, but we're going to see. Well, maybe I won't be able to show you this one. No, it doesn't look like it. I apologize about that. I thought I was going to be able to show you an example of what would pop up. I can't at this point. I will work again to go ahead and locate a way to where I can show you the actual pop-up and how to get rid of it. Again, I thank you. Sorry about the extended video. I appreciate your time. Have a great day.